Yeah,
I
Corey.
like playing with it when we're live.
Stop playing with it. We're going live, Corey. Put it away.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Banterin Beards. It's the show that debates the hottest topics of the day, all while focusing on the best of facial hair. Our hosts, Corey, Scott, and Aaron, will be guiding Angi, Anthony, and Robert through an hour of friendly banter and beard-related topics. Maybe. We don't know what topics they're bringing to the table tonight, so it could be non-beard related. But join us as we explore the art of bearding and discover what makes beard so great. It sure will be a lively discussion, and we can't wait to get it started. So here we go with Banterin Beards.
Where'd Corey go?
Where'd Corey go? And then, geez, yeah. So everyone, welcome to Banterin Beards tonight. Sorry, Aaron, if I jumped on you right there.
No, dude, please go ahead.
Yeah. So as you can see, your regular hosts are not here, and you got
at all.
Beards. Yeah, none of them. We totally lost Corey, and
Natalie's not feeling good, and Sean is playing cornhole.
Oh,
so,
wow.
So there we are. So
tell everyone a little bit about what the whole premise of the show is. Like, what is Banterin Beards, Aaron?
What is Banterin Beards? I think it's just, people that usually have beards, and we're just going to like banter topics, just banter about anything and everything. You know what? How about one of the hosts of the show tell us what is the premise of this show here, Corey?
Well, if my internet doesn't kick me off again, the premise of this show is we have these wonderful, wonderful topics that our guests think of and ourselves, and we banter about it, whether they're good or stupid or, whatever. We just have some damn good fun.
And one thing that the show started doing here lately is the guests are bringing a topic with them. So that should help that one individual person. At least they have a topic that they want to talk about. So it lets everyone be involved. Yeah.
Wonderful topics.
I like this. Wonderful topics, Andrew Madsen says.
Yeah. So each week we invite 3 guests from the bearding community. All people are invited to be a part of the show. And like they said, they are to bring one question with them, and we kind of go around in a circle and give everyone about a minute or so to talk about each or give their answer to each of the questions. So how about we bring our first guest in now?
Sure. Who do you want to bring in first?
I'd start from left to right.
Left to right. That's Mr. Summer.
Hey, what's happening, y'all?
What's up, Rim Job Rob? How are you doing?
I'm not doing too bad, man. Not too bad.
I mean, that's the best nickname anybody's ever gotten ever. I think.
It's from Putt Putt Golf. That's the other thing.
Putt Golf. Don't even know how we got there, but it's from Putt Putt Golf.
Oh, we got there.
We got there. It was called you just putting and your ball just riding around the rim. It would never go in.
That's it. And here we are.
My ball seems to do that a lot, just ride around the rim.
So, Rob, what club are you involved with, real quick?
Beard Mom, North Texas.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it with Summer. We're growing it out here. It's pretty fun, man. I've enjoyed it the last 5 months.
Very cool. All right.
You've only been in the beer community 5 months.
5 months since I met Summer. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. And you're in it. Like you are head first into this whole community, and I freaking love it. I love it.
I mean, I'm trying, man. I love all y'all. The people I've met so far, man, are amazing. Like that'd be my topic. No, I love Aaron. Aaron and Natalie.
You got paid to say that, didn't you?
I mean, I expect some more Honest Amish products, but yeah.
Hey man,
I knew it.
Whatever you need, dog. I got you.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All
but
right,
no,
well,
the people in this community are great.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. 100%.
Jeff Harris.
Ready for our next one, Scott Scora?
Yep, let's bring in Angie.
Chicken wang.
Oh, hey, Angie.
Hey, how are
There
you
we go.
guys?
She
Good.
was bit.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm kind of starting to come down with the cold, so I apologize. I'm a little snotty today.
Wow, so now we're all going to get sick.
I know.
Thanks
Sorry,
a lot.
guys. Sorry.
Should be wearing a
I'm right
mask.
here. I'm 2 inches from you.
I'll cover my mouth.
So, Angie, what club are you affiliated with?
So I am with the Hoosier Beard Alliance. We're a new club, so very excited about that.
As in the Indiana Hoosiers?
Yes.
Is that what inspired the name?
I believe so. Yes. It's
You
kind of
really
like a
that movie.
hidden Star Wars reference there too, a little bit. So yeah, it's kind of fun.
What hidden Star Wars reference?
Like the Alliance, like we're the rebels.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Come on.
come on, Scott. Come on.
It was
I was
hidden.
thinking, I'm like, where are the
Very
Hoosiers
well.
at in Star Wars? I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no Hoosiers in Star Wars. Those were two totally different movies.
Fucking
Wow.
There you go. There's a crossover movie. Star
Yeah.
Wars and the Indiana basketball movie. It's like Darth Vader just dunking on R2D2.
Throwing chairs everywhere.
I would
Of
watch
course.
it. I would watch it.
Wow, we have a visitor from Australia in here. We got
That's
Blake.
what I was about to say.
Blake's
Oh,
with us.
Blake's in yours here, all the way from Australia. What's
I was
up,
getting
buddy?
there.
Yeah, it's noon there. I don't know if y'all knew that, but
I
it's
did.
noon.
So
It's
shut up, Aaron.
12:06. There you go. All
So
right.
about
Well,
5
let's bring
o'clock
in
somewhere?
the least.
Fabulous.
Let's bring in Carty.
The
Oh,
least.
hey,
Best looking guest here.
What?
I don't know, but like
The
last
least
but not
known person.
least. There we go. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
This guy's a trooper watching us on his lunch break.
Hell yeah! Thanks, Blake.
He's like, all those Americans talk funny.
He must be bored.
He's like, hey,
I was like,
yeah,
listen
listen
to
to all
these
these
idiots.
Americans.
Yeah.
So, Anthony,
So-
tell us tell us what club you're affiliated with. Beards by the Bay.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't have to
Nice,
say it.
I like that.
Just fall over.
What happens if I can't
Fall
read?
over.
Well,
Here.
it's screwed.
This is what club I'm with.
Yeah, what happens if blind people are watching right now? Like, I'm
Then they're not watching.
Hello.
They
They're
don't
like,
know
wow,
At least they're
wow,
listening.
that-
They're listening.
yeah, they're like, man, that Carty guy, he didn't even answer the question.
Wow.
Yeah, they're just assuming my internet like crapped out.
Wow, we got Edward
up, Ed?
Rose. We got another
Wow.
Texan in the house we haven't seen in a while.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you everybody for joining us. Corey is in charge of this episode because he's the only OG person from Bantering Beards.
I just
So-
show up.
So how's this work, Corey? What are we gonna do? Who gets to start this thing off?
Who wants to start it off?
There we go.
Scott, there you go.
Scott,
Scott.
for the beard
Scott on
caster. First hot bantering topic of the evening.
Okay, this is the first hot bantering topic of the evening.
17.
Laying pretty close. Lay the framework here.
Blue 42.
All right.
There's a beautiful desert island, and you're flying an airplane, you crash, and you end up on this little desert island all stuck there with 3 other people. A goatee, a chops, and a whaler. They send a small
Bartender.
little dinghy when they find that you're stuck there, but you can only take one of those people home with you. Which person do you take with you? Do you take
We can't even get a
goatee guy?
whiskerina.
Nope.
That's not part of the question.
Oh, dang.
I mean, the Whiskerina girl could be wearing a goatee.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
He's just
okay.
gonna say summer.
Oh,
That
I mean,
that,
I got
that
you.
makes
She's
it less
watching.
fun.
she's watching.
So there's not stuff
Okay,
to fly
so-
with you yet.
So basically, you can
Okay.
only save one of these 3 people to take back with you. Which one are you taking? We'll start with Anthony since he's over there.
Here I was thinking this like we're gonna be like real topics and not some like fantasy stuff.
I mean, they can be real topics if you bring a real topic.
If I actually crash land on an island and survive.
Yeah.
And so we get
Tom
a
Hanks. Hello.
I'm gonna bring whoever's the best swimmer. It doesn't matter what beard style they have, because I'm not swimming very great.
So do we need to name all 3 individuals that'll be on the island with us?
Yeah,
Then
but
that
we
way you-
are
A goatee, a chops, and what else?
a whaler.
A wahaler.
I mean,
Oh,
but
wow.
just by namesake, like whaler should be able to do the job. But
Yeah,
I'm not
whaler
really
should be able to just
Corey to
swim
get me to my
in.
destination. So well, he's not a whaler.
What if you're a goatee? Well, I'm just gonna say myself, right?
Yeah.
But you have to take one person with you, and I wouldn't take a chops guy, nor would I take a whaler. I'd take the other goatee with me.
Can I
The other
trade
2 are
two
just
of
going
them?
to drag you down the whole time. They'll probably like drown you or something because they're like, I can't swim. I can't think. I can't do anything.
Hey, I'm taking Ian Long, the whaler, because he could probably float.
He probably could, yes.
We all float down
All
here.
right, you answered your question first, Scott.
Well, Anthony was in the middle of answering it.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, yeah, I can't really answer that.
You don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. You want to hurt all your like whaler and chops.
We're all
friends.
gonna die. Nobody gets saved. I don't know.
Here comes the dark side.
Yeah. Yep.
Fab says, I didn't think there was a worse question than ghosts. Just
Wow,
saying.
that was
Just
you thought that
mad
question
because he was
bad?
mind blown.
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was brilliant because everyone should
It's-
save the goatee
Yeah. Well, I
Why
mean,
did you say
there
the
you go.
goatee?
because they're the smartest of the group. The rest of
They
them
have
are
half the hair.
challenged.
They're idiots.
Half
Is it
the
a
hair.
cold island or a warm island?
It was a tropical island.
Yeah.
We're like Gilligan and shit.
Yeah.
This
My
is
dog
not
was staring at me from the crate.
All right, so
like, whining
I
about this
started
stuff.
off with a really lame question, so I should have went with the peanut butter question. Sorry, my
Ooh,
bad.
should have hit
let's
us-
do that one.
So start over. Go ahead, Scott. What's,
Okay,
what's the question? All right, go ahead.
peanut
two.
butter. Which is better, creamy or chunky?
Crunchy, Jif only,
Why?
because it
Why?
doesn't get stuck to the roof of your mouth. Creamy always gets stuck to the roof of your mouth. Sucks.
And chunky doesn't?
No, sir. It's got all the nuts.
Yeah.
And you know, Rimjaw Rob's got to have the nuts.
Gotta have the nuts. I mean, obviously, the only right answer to this is creamy. Like, there's no other way. Like,
That's
it's
insane.
peanut butter. It's supposed to be buttery, not
But it's
buttery
peanut.
minus the weird ass chunks that
It's
are in it.
peanut and butter.
Even when you try to make a sandwich with crunchy peanut butter, it's all ripping the bread and shit.
You're
Like,
getting sorry ass
It's
bread.
hard to spread it on there. I agree with Aaron. I'm a Jif girl. all
Crazy.
the
That
way.
doesn't even make sense.
My dog
you can
went
take it one-
creamy.
you can take Scott's question one step further and be like, "What type of peanut butter?"
Say that again, Cardi. What your dog's like?
I said my dog Winston says creamy.
Nico also says creamy.
He does. Peanut butter wiener time is according to Andrew.
That's what I was about. My next question is it peanut butter wiener time?
I eat a
What say
lot of
you, Corey?
PB&Js.
Me
too.
too.
What?
Almost every day, I have a peanut butter sandwich.
Me too.
All right, but what kind
I-
of jelly?
Weirdo.
Oh,
Great.
I eat vegan, so I am like living off PB&J. It's delicious.
You eat
Well,
vegans?
what kind of jelly do you put with it?
No, I don't. I'm not a cannibal. I'm a vegan.
Oh.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said
Weird
you
things
ate
in
vegan.
Indiana.
No. Yeah.
So here's
I
a-
alternate jellies too. Sometimes grape, sometimes strawberry. Every once in a while, cherry preserves.
What about some
Preserved
apple butter?
orange, strawberry
Come on, you gotta
preserve.
get some apple butter.
Ooh, apple butter's good too.
Jeez.
All right. Now let's break Angie. Let's break this down a little bit more. What's your ratio of peanut butter to jelly? And do you butter one piece of bread with peanut butter and then the other with jelly put together, or do you lay peanut butter on and then put the jelly and spread it over the top?
Okay, it depends on my mood. So this is very complex. So I feel like the correct way to eat a PB&J is you have to peanut butter both slices of bread. Just a smooth, creamy peanut butter, a smooth layer. Because I agree, I like the chunky peanut butter, but it tears up the bread and I can't stand it. So definitely creamy on both bread, and then get a really good thick layer of your jelly in there, your preserves, whatever you're using that day. Chef's kiss. I love
What
it.
kind of bread are y'all using if it's tearing up y'all's bread? Y'all got to get some Wonder Bread or something.
I always use Sara Lee honey wheat bread.
Oh, that's the problem.
No way.
I like
bread's
the.
off
We
that
have a
bread.
local bakery here. It's Lewis Bakery. I don't know if you guys know it, but they have different like half loaves of bread because I like to change my mind a lot. Shocking, I know. So I do different breads. Depends on my mood.
Toasted or untoasted bread?
Both.
Ooh, both.
And she's
That's
toasted.
a different time of day.
Okay, wait. If you say both, is it like the top piece of bread is untoasted and the bottom piece is
No. You toast the outside, not the inside.
Right.
Yeah, you leave the inside.
Put the sandwich in
untoasted.
like this.
Uncrustable straight out of the freezer.
How do you eat your peanut butter and jelly, Carty?
I have not had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in 20 years because I ate them way too much growing up. It's just like it does nothing for me.
doesn't even appease your hunger?
No, I'm actually like less hungry now that you guys keep talking about it.
It's like, man, he looks like he's getting angry as we were talking about
He's
peanut butter.
pissed.
And
Yeah,
jelly.
that's why I was had to go down there and check on him. He's just looking mad.
So make sure everyone brings Anthony a peanut butter and jelly sandwich at the next
Anthony Carty.
competition.
Huge
I'm gonna
fan
crochet you
of
one.
peanut butter and jelly.
He's
Huge
gonna
fan.
dress up as a peanut butter and jelly for the next competition.
Why I don't really announce where I'm going anymore, probably because of stuff like this.
We'll just
Don't
Well, I
worry,
know-
we have ways.
yeah, we got ways. We'll bring you some peanut butter and jelly, buddy. Don't
Anthony,
worry
we
about
got Waze.
it. We got ways.
It's an app that I use on my phone for driving.
Oh,
All right. So who
All right.
wants to give the next topic? That was pretty good, Scott. I'm glad that
I
that
redeemed
1 point
myself. I
fast.
redeemed
Take
myself.
two was awesome.
did. That was good. That was good. Ghost, do you have a topic?
I mean, I'm sure I can come up with one.
Well, you've
if
had
you don't
all
wanna
day,
have ready-
all week.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
me, I procrastinate.
Got chicken wing.
All right. Well, I have one, unless someone else has one.
is it a real
Yeah, let's
topic?
do it.
No, come
Can I
on, go
change
for it.
mine?
Yeah, you
You-
got time to think.
You haven't
I
even
thought
told
of
us
a new.
what it
I
is.
thought of a new one. But go ahead,
All right,
Aaron.
well-
Go ahead.
All right.
right,
So
Aaron.
I got one. Who is the funniest person to ever come off of SNL as
Ooh.
a full-time cast,
Ooh.
not like a
Jim
guest
Carrey?
person?
Let's start.
Carey
Let's
wasn't
start
on
with.
it.
Let's let Anthony go first.
Why you all go to me first with everything? I need to think about this. I don't watch much SNL.
I
Let's
never
see.
touched it like that.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Who's on SNL? Let's see. Google this shit.
Yeah, I'm just Will Ferrell. I mean, he's sort of
No,
fallen
he's
off
boring.
for a decade, but Adam Sandler. Let's try to name off people. I think Chris Farley was pretty good, and he didn't outstay his welcome. I know that sounds mean, but he never got tired. Why? You guys can take it off me now. I'm dealing with my dog right next to me.
All right, Angie, what's
All
yours?
pressure.
Dana Carvey or Phil Hartman. All-time faves. Love them both.
I don't really.
See, I
watch
forget
that.
about Phil Hartman, but yes, Phil Hartman was awesome.
Yeah, he was amazing. He was part of I just read Elvira's book. She's amazing. And he was like part of that Groundlings troupe. I think it was like
Yeah.
whatever. Anyway, Canadian maybe. I don't know. Anyways,
Canadians.
yeah, he was amazing. And she had some really cool things to say about him in her book. Everyone should go read it. There's a plug for Elvira's book.
Jeff, we're not that old. We don't all know John Belushi.
Ooh, good one.
You're going with John Belushi. That's your final answer.
No, that's what Jeff Harris said. He said John Belushi. I mean, we're not all
Yeah,
that
Jeff
old.
Harris is like, he's like 72, I think.
Who?
Yeah. I
Jeff
like
Harris
Chris
or John
Farley
Belushi,
myself.
72.
I'm like
John
looking.
Belushi died. Jim
A lot of
Belushi's
them died.
alive, but John Belushi died.
I loved him in K9.
What was your answer, Rob? We didn't hear it.
Oh, Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
Chris
That's.
Farley.
I mean, he did a bunch of funny stuff.
He
I like
did
how
some
he was
funny
like-
stuff.
He would just like be so quick to throw himself into the comedy. I like that.
Who
Oh,
I like
was your
that-
guy,
guy
Aaron?
in a little coat.
What was the skit where he had like the Chris Farley show, and he's like, when Paul McCartney was on there, he's like, remember that one time you were in the Beatles? That was awesome.
Yeah, that was funny. I like that.
I changed my answer now that I'm looking at the list. Like as far as like the few times I've actually watched the show, I always found it more funny when the cast characters broke, and there was like no one worse. No one worse but better than Jimmy Fallon, because he's always like messing up and started and losing and breaking character. And I always thought that was actually funny, and it's also taken him to newer heights. I was just thinking of movie stars off the top of my head. So
Jimmy Fallon's hilarious.
I really like Norm Macdonald.
Yeah,
I thought Norm Macdonald was super funny. Like I liked how he was like would tell long rambling stories, and then it would get to the point like it just wasn't funny anymore, and then it would continue until it just got funny again. It might take like 20 minutes to tell a story about absolutely nothing, but it was worth it in the end, I think.
Yeah, I think that was his kind of style of comedy, where he just kind of rambles and tells a story that you think is going somewhere, and then at the last second it just turns into like it could have been done in 2 seconds.
Absolutely. I think that shit was so funny. Like he would come on Conan, and they would, because those talk shows, they do a dress rehearsal or whatever. So they've already done the show, and Norm would come on Conan, and he would just tell these stories, and it would eat up the entire time. Like Conan didn't even say much, but like, hey, how's it going? Or like very little interact with it, but he would eat up the entire interview with just telling just some stupid ass story that didn't mean anything and waste everybody's time. Those were the best episodes of Conan O'Brien, because you could just tell, like, Conan's like, I have zero control over what's happening right now.
Was Conan O'Brien a member of SNL?
I think he was a writer.
He was a writer.
Oh,
who? Conan? Yeah.
My favorite would be, and this is from when I was growing up, was Eddie Murphy. Like I just like I had this like Eddie Murphy Best of SNL videotape, and I watched that thing over, and I could recite that thing like from memory, and I just would laugh like anytime Eddie Murphy was on there. I loved him.
Eddie Murphy, what was Delirious? That's the best one ever. The best. I love Eddie Murphy. Him and Richard Pryor are hilarious.
Yeah. What's a videotape, says Andrew Matson? Shut up.
Beta?
He didn't even know what a VCR is?
A VCR. That's French for VCR.
VHS.
Be kind, please rewind.
All right, Carty. I know you're just chomping at the bit to tell everybody your topic, and it's going to be super serious, I'm sure.
Yeah, because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Peanut butter and jelly and SNL.
Peanut butter and jelly time.
That's fine.
Yes. So I was just thinking about back to the times. I know there's some new blood in here, or at least Mr. Summer. But like, and I was thinking about the comps that were before pandemic and that aren't around. That I'm like, what are your top three that you'd? Well, I guess my question for him would be different because he hasn't been to any of those. But like, my question for the people who have been around, it would be like, what three do you want to see return to the level that they were? And I guess for him would be like, what three do you look forward to going to most?
Epic.
Yeah. Oh, so am I supposed to answer mine first or no? Or
yeah, go ahead and answer yours. They'll give us all time to think.
Yeah, I was gonna say Spokane. Not Beard Moth Spokane, but Spokane.
Epic.
Epic. And Los Angeles and Louisville, Kentucky. Those are the three.
Louisville.
I gotta have to agree with you. Just because I want to go to I've been to Epic, but I haven't been to the other two, and I want to go. And I've seen pictures and heard about them.
Yeah.
It looks like a damn good time.
Yeah, it did.
I'd definitely like to go to Spokane. That'd be pretty awesome. Nationals was amazing, though. That was my first comp, and I thought it was that blew me away, just how many people were involved in it. It was pretty awesome.
The Spokane, like before pandemic, they were like raising like so much money, and like I was like pulling so many notes because this is like right before my club was putting on our first comp, and I was like just writing down everything from that one because it was huge
Dude, it
turnout.
was packed.
Yeah.
I always wanted to go to a Whisker Mania. I've seen photos like when my dad went. I always see photos of everywhere, and my dad goes, and I'm like, that looks like fun. I want to do that. So just to maybe to be able to go to that one with my dad, that would be awesome.
Dang,
Hell yeah.
I can't believe you never went to Whisker Mania.
I know. I was scared for a long time to do it, and then he talked me into it. We went to our first one was Showdown at the Southern Gates, I think, in Nashville. That was my first one with Dad. And then we went to a Bearded Hero. I'm really bummed that I'm gonna miss it this year in game, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about Endgame. We were all excited. We're like, yeah, we're for sure going to the last comp up there, and then we realized
Speak of the
that
devil.
the same day as Las Vegas, so we can't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I would like what everyone's writing in there. I would totally agree. Like the prison one that we did for Beards of the Old Northwest, like that was a lot of fun.
I wrote that was
great
on the list for sure.
Was that Mansfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did. There was 2 there, right?
One. No, there were 2.
Yeah, there was 2 because the first one we did in the front room with the glass windows, and the next year we did it in the back room where the vendors were.
What is SEBMC?
Letters in the
Southeastern Beard
alphabet.
Mustache Championship. So that's the Holy City competition in Charleston.
Oh.
And I
The
agree
Denver
that
competition was good too.
See, I missed that one, but you had a really good time up there. But that one came back. It's in June, I think, or July. I believe it's coming up, but they're doing it again.
Yeah, I had a lot. Steel City. There's another one. Steel City.
Yeah.
That one was great. Yeah, I mean this is definitely a good question, Anthony. I mean, and when you were saying that question, I was like, well, what competitions happened before that aren't? And it's like now everyone's like reminding me of all the
Start
ones.
naming them off.
But also, like, I padded it with saying which ones would you like to see return to what they were before. Like, so you could say like Austin's comp. Which
That
would
was
be
that.
but like
To answer that part of your question, that's
Yeah.
100% my answer. I would have loved to have gone to Cassie in its
Heyday.
wild days of people being naked on stage and
in the
all
prime.
that chaos that was going on down there. And I've
Little
only heard
Jimmy
stories,
naked.
and I missed it, missed out on it. Yeah, people got naked on stage, Rob.
my
That's
balls are all
insane.
lost.
Yeah, Anthony
did
was
see
dragging his
that.
balls on stage.
I didn't see it live, but I have seen the video.
They weren't my real balls, but they belong to me.
They weren't.
They weren't his real. They were his fake balls.
Yeah.
But did your
But
balls
another
come
one
out
that
like
I know,
rockets?
I think pretty much everything's been said, but my list was L.A., Holy City, and the Mansfield prison competition. That was the 3. I just wanted to meet Jack Passion. You are factual. He was out of the community before I got involved. I never got to meet him.
We should find them.
What else we got?
Well, bam!
You're so gross. That's what you need, Rob. Your next competition, that's what you need, some short shorts and those things.
Hell yeah!
My dog is eyeing these so hard right now.
You
He's
put
thinking
peanut
about that
butter on
peanut
Did you
it?
call your wiener my dog?
He's like, here's
What
his
do you
sign.
do
Like,
with that
play
dog?
on.
That's
All
horrible.
right, Angie. What do you have for us? What's
Okay,
your
I
hot
changed
topic?
my topic.
Okay.
Okay, what's your favorite song of all time?
Ooh.
And I know it's hard, but mine, it's like it just like or just a random song that like when you hear it, you're like, hell yeah, this song is awesome. Mine is Boys of Summer by Don Henley. I love it. Absolutely love that song. Love it.
Why?
I could listen to it 500 times in a row and it never gets boring. It just makes me feel good. I can't explain it. It just, I
Something
feel
from your-
good when I hear that song.
Is it something that reminds you of your childhood?
Maybe.
Or growing up?
Maybe just like, those days of like summer vacation and we were watching MTV and we weren't supposed to be watching MTV and the video was on. I don't know. It makes me feel good. I like it.
Fuzzy porn channels.
Do what?
Fuzzy porn channels.
Oh, no.
TV?
No, we didn't have those. Not in the Jones household.
Yeah, they had the real
Every
thing.
household had those on 3 and 4.
Those things weren't scrambled in the Jones household. That
No,
was
we-
just like that's what they watch at like dinner time and stuff. So she doesn't know what the scrambled shows are. Speaking, Jim Jones is here.
Dad!
You used to be
Aw.
inside of him.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Aaron.
You were?
Thank you. Thank you.
It came from his balls.
It's true.
He did, yeah.
It's true. We've
You
talked
were
about
there.
balls a lot tonight already.
Oh my.
As I sit here with my yarn making them. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Huh.
You're making yarn
Every
balls?
show.
Yeah.
She is. Did you
Yarn
not see
dick.
what she was making?
Did you see what I was making?
No.
Yarn dicks.
Wieners.
The bag of dicks.
Yeah, it's in a
You
bag.
missed it.
Why?
I did. Where was I?
Why are you making those?
Not paying attention.
not?
Obviously.
Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't you make those?
Fruit
Why
of
would I
his
own
loins.
this? I don't
My
know.
loins, my dad says. Oh my god.
Root of my lord.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
twinkle in his eye.
Love you, Dad.
All right, Scott Sakura. Let's hear your. I
Shit.
know you've just like been trying to narrow it down.
Ah,
I can
dude,
only imagine.
Oh, look, you got
Just-
orders, Angie.
Just give one of them that you got on your list. That's on the tip of your tongue here.
Oh my gosh. I maybe
my
be a
God.
Duran Duran song.
Ooh.
Okay.
Specifically Notorious.
Ooh.
That was one of my first cassette tapes I ever got when I was young. And I just remember over and over and over I played that. And like to this day, when I listen to it, it still like has that mysticism and magic that I remember it from when I was a kid.
Your cassette tape still works.
No.
Oh.
If Andrew comments, what's a cassette tape?
Damn.
I knew it.
Bam.
I knew it.
There
Right
it
on
is. You
cue.
called that. Did you know that there was more records sold last year than CDs?
Records are hot, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's collecting them. Vinyl's back.
Yeah. I wonder if cassette tapes are going to
It's
come back.
because
around.
it sounds
Cassettes are
better
coming back
than
too. They're
anything
like,
Are they
else.
serious? Like,
Yep.
I can see records that make sense. At least you can still pick your song on a record, but tape, you're just stuck.
No, you can
gotta-
go to secondhand
There's
stores.
not marked on a record where the next song is.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. There's a bigger gap.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just count the
on
gaps.
record. Were there really books on record?
Yeah. There's like the kids'
Oh,
books.
damn.
They're always the ones
Yeah.
I always talk about, like the Star Wars ones where you read along and you know it's time
Yep.
to turn the page
And then
hear
it's like,
R2D2
ding.
beep like this.
Yep.
Yeah. I
I mean,
see.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah. You're
That was a
Teddy
tape.
Ruxpin.
That was a tape.
All right, Aaron, go. You're next. What's your song?
Okay. So I've jotted down several because I don't. It's hard to say because like I've listened to so many different types of music, and it's like I don't know. It's so
That's a
hard.
hard
So
one.
like it is. So I'm just gonna give them all because I wrote them all down. So I have "Shake
Yeah.
Your Tail Feather" on there from Nelly
Nelly?
and
Okay,
Martha
okay.
Lee. People like that song a lot.
Not mad about it. Not mad
No.
about it.
So this one's super dumb, but it just has like meaning
Someone
to me.
take your tail feather.
"Shake Your Bon Bon" by Ricky Martin.
Oh my
I
god.
super like that song.
I'm noticing a theme here. There's a
I
theme.
noticed it as well. But that was just the first two. I laughed when I wrote them down. I was like, I like songs that talk about shaking your butt.
Taking your butt.
apparently.
What about
Um,
backing that ass up?
I have "Smooth" by Rob Thomas and Santana. I like that song a whole lot.
Banana
And I have "Rodeo" by Garth Brooks. and "Gainesville Rock City" by Less Than Jake. I guess that's my top 5 favorite songs.
Top 5.
And Natalie from the other. Wow, not even our wedding songs. Wow.
Wow.
Shame on you.
Well, I didn't say that was like I was
It
compiling.
wasn't a
list, and that was-
definitive list. It was just your right now list.
It's on there now, obviously.
Yeah. You were on the spot. You were on the spot.
I was working on. See, there it is on there. We're good. So, yeah, that's my list. Apparently, I have 5 favorite songs. I guess.
All right, Robbie, how about you? What's your song?
Probably Turn the Page by Bob Seger or Devil Went Down to Georgia, Charlie Daniels.
Ooh.
My dad used to jam those both all the time when I was a kid. The first song I ever learned had all the words to it was Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's good.
So I like those two. Those are probably my favorites.
Corey, how about you?
I don't know. I can't think of a favorite. I mean, I could sit here and name freaking a million songs I love.
All right, the answer is Celine Dion, anything by her. Okay, next question.
Adele, Rolling in the Deep.
Hey. That was a good question.
Yeah, that was.
I like.
I didn't say it.
Ghost will say a rap song.
She says
Probably
I'm
Shake Your Tail Feather, Corey. The greatest rap
that
song
ass
of all
up, Aaron. Wham.
I mean, that's
No.
fine too. I like
No.
Cash Money.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Who else?
Wham.
Now what?
I think we
I'm
got
in more-
everyone. So now it's,
Did everybody ask their? What about?
No. That's
What
not
about you,
really my
Rob?
it's right. Well, you got mad at me for making you go first all the time. So there, I forgot about you.
I'm sorry. No,
I
my
mean,
favorite song
Quinn.
is not that though. I was putting that down because we're all naming off inappropriate stuff. Computer
Already
Blue
did
by
the-
Prince. My favorite is a song that most people don't know by him. It's off the
Yeah, I
Purple Rain
never
soundtrack.
heard of that.
Yeah. It's a Purple Rain soundtrack. It's like the least known song off that. If you ask anyone to name a song, that's probably like the last one they'll say. But it's basically trying to find yourself or your perfect match, if that even exists. Because he's suffering turmoil in that movie. It's a great movie for 80s style.
That's a deep cut, man. Deep cut.
Computer Blue.
Oh
Huh.
wow.
Yeah. There's a deep cut.
We just got fingered by Carty.
We did.
It's not your first time, so what are you
Knuckled.
probably-
Shh. God.
All right, next
We'll
week.
always have Spokane
Yeah.
up there.
Okay.
The spoon.
Spoon.
So who else has a question or
Yeah.
a topic?
Oh, I got you.
Rob has a question.
Yeah. And Rob,
Bob has a
don't you have
question.
topic?
I don't know. I really didn't come prepared. I guess my question would be, what's y'all's favorite part of the community? Ever since I've come in the last 5 months, it's just, I guess, the brotherhood, sisterhood, just the family feeling of the whole community. It's like I just gained a whole new family, thousands of people, and it's amazing. All the charities that we help. I'm just curious what y'all's favorite part is.
I like talking shit.
I know you do.
That's a good.
And
Flat
you
out. I
snore
like
like
talking shit.
and sleeping. You snore like a motherfucker.
Hell yeah. You, dude, with as much shit as I talk, you got to get some sleep.
On the way to Wyoming, man, you were sleeping. Every time I tried to take a video, you'd stop snoring every
See?
time.
I know.
And when Corey
Going
snores,
down.
you think, and then he'll just like stop breathing.
Yep.
Yeah, just stop. I'd get the camera ready, and he's snoring like a motherfucker. Get the camera ready, and then turn the camera off.
That's how we roll. Loud as fuck.
As fuck.
Yeah, I think I can pretty well just say, I'll definitely agree with you. The brotherhood, sisterhood, like this community has definitely evolved over the last 10-ish years that we've been involved with it, and it's definitely became more of a loving family type feel of a group, and I love it. I think it's super cool. Everybody helps each other out, and I like that a whole lot. I really like traveling, and it gives me the opportunity to go to a bunch of towns that I would have never would have went to, and I like that a whole lot. And
That for sure.
this community is done so much for me and changed my life in a million different ways. I would have never met Scott, and I wouldn't have, had talking beards in my life. And I've just been super grateful for everything this community's given me, and just
your whole life is based around beard. I mean,
100%.
That's what it's completely in the past 10 years. That's what it's completely turned into.
I watched a reality TV show in 2012, and it's 100% of my life is changed because of watching that show. Like, I don't even have the same job anymore, and been doing that for 20 years, and it's crazy. This community has changed my life, and I'm very grateful for it. I'm glad I randomly watched a reality TV show because someone that I didn't even know on Facebook told me to watch it because I had a beard. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I could probably say a lot of the same things. Like, yeah, definitely the brotherhood, sisterhood, and all the great people we've met. One of the things that I've been really kind of enjoying as of late is my new favorite thing is meeting new people who have no idea what we're doing and taking the time to explain it to them. Like, this is a beard competition. We travel all over the country, and the whole gist of it is to raise money for small little charities and communities and to help people out. And it's like, when you say it that way, and the look you usually get or the reaction you get from them is just like they're super amazed and captivated, and they start paying attention to like everything you're saying after that. And at least what I've noticed over the past year of talking to people, it's really brought in a lot more people that haven't been involved in the past, and kind of it's a good door opener in a way to get more people involved. So that's probably my favorite thing is talking to and telling people that have no idea about beard competitions or the purpose of them or why we do it or any of that stuff. Like, that's my favorite part right now.
Right. And when I'm trying to recruit people for Beard Mob, man, sorry, Angie, I know this is the first time I met you, but I show pictures of every one of you fellas. Mostly Carty and his TikToks, man, because he has some amazing freestyle shit. And that's what I'm trying to do is freestyle. But yeah, I've showed pictures of every one of y'all, man.
That's how, like, for me, it was something cool and different that I could do with my dad. And I, at first, and I think Aaron, I don't know if he watched the same show that you did, but he's like, yeah, I saw this thing on TV. And I was like, well, I have a beard, so I could do that. And he's always had a beard. So at first I was like, cool, Dad, glad you have goals. That's weird. Like, whatever, And then I went to a comp with him, and I was like, this is actually awesome. Like, these people are amazing. And I've met so many people. Like, my life is forever changed. Like, I met, whenever I met Aaron and Natalie, Dad was like, they're good people. You're going to love them. And like, I've adopted them as mine now. So they're mine.
Sure.
And then that's how I met Casey. Like, I wouldn't have met Casey if it weren't for the bearding community. So I'm forever thankful.
Yeah, the fact that they let women be involved is amazing too. I mean, like, Summer, her beards are just insane, and Natalie's beards and mustaches are crazy. It's just, I always show their pictures as well. It's awesome. Everybody's involved, kids. When we were at You Matter this weekend, that kid that won first place, the expression on his face, it was insane. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so awesome. And it's like, when I tell new people, they're like, well, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I compete. And they're like, what? And I'm like, oh, yeah, look at this. And so I'll show pictures, and they're like, that's so amazing. Like, who ever would have thought that? And I'm like,
who would have ever freaking thought?
I know. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, we've recruited 2 kids for our group too, man. Hannah and David, and Hannah's just taken off. She's won first place in every competition she's been in so far.
Oh yeah. How about you, Anthony?
Interrupt you.
As my roommate comes through the door, I want to show it now, just so you know. Yeah. So my going last of this question is probably like the hardest thing to do, but because I'm just gonna seem like I'm echoing a bunch of the stuff you guys already said, like the community going places that I've never ever thought of wanting to go to before or thought I would go to. But I think a big thing for me is which some people might not know, but I'm not very social. And I think I'm like I think I'm an introvert basically, but like until I'm extrovert, until I know you. Very much on the spectrum. And so I do this community has sort of like helped bring me out a bit more. It's like forced social settings. Sort of like that's why I got a job at a bar and now I'm bartending and stuff. It's like it's forcing me to be social and it's expanding my capabilities that I wouldn't normally put myself into. And so competing in general, it's just a bunch of stuff it's a challenge for me even to this day, which people might scoff at. But I like the challenge of it, even if it's just challenging myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's you're achieving personal goals that might not be absolutely related to this, but it's social things like, being afraid of getting up in front of people, talking to people you don't normally talk to. It gets you out of your comfort zone, but at the same time, it is the most comfortable place you can do it.
Yeah,
because you're with like-minded people, you're with friends. How many of you have like gone to a competition, met someone you'd never met before, but felt like you became instant like best friends with them? And like,
yep,
it's for me, that's been the only place I've ever been able to go where I can make an instant connection with someone.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's weird how many people like I've met in this community, and it just like instantly feels like I've known them forever. It's happened more times than
For
I can
sure.
remember. It's super
For
super
sure.
crazy.
My guy's fat.
I think you were at the first comp when I met Chris and Corey Wilson. It was Gatlinburg.
Oh yeah, I was
When
there.
he stripped down to his undies.
He was
That
a
is
really-
unforgettable.
he was a really big
I'll
bird.
never forget that.
That shocked the crap out of me seeing Chris
Hilarious.
bust down into his underwear on stage. I was like, what is happening?
And
right now? This dude-
Wayne Patmore was like, nope.
It just seemed like Chris was like this like quiet, shy dude when I met him, and he's like, "Yep, going down
He's
the
a
underwear."
really big bird.
What is happening?
yeah, and like Andrew says, as soon as his suit goes, I'm a completely different person. And I see that exactly the same thing with Anthony.
Yeah.
Like just knowing Anthony over all these years and through doing all these shows and talking to him here and there. And it's like, but then you see him at a competition and it's like, he's so method. It's like he does a costume or he's dressed up a certain way. And it's like, he puts his whole self into it. And it's like, that's who he is for the day or the competition. And that's like one of the cool things that I like about Anthony is like, it's like, you don't know who you're getting every time you know he's going to be there. And it's like, oh, this is going to be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in like game mode.
Some weird thing not everyone knows is like I worked in pro wrestling for over a decade also. And I was the same way. I'm quiet the whole time backstage. And then I put the paint on or like the creepiness on. And then I just become like the sinister character. It's an outlet basically.
Do you channel that same character when you do beard competitions?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the next Jack Passion once I bring back Whisker Wars.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And Robbie can be the good guy.
The one that upsets me, I get pissed off about. I'm like, how did that beat me? I'm
trying, bro. That's the goal. That's the goal,
we'll
bro.
have a beard competition in a library, and then he'll beat you.
Library.
Like, don't you know this is the number 2 partial freestyle in the world? These judges don't know anything and just knock over books.
Yeah.
Rip pages out.
Perfect.
Fuck those books.
Yeah.
Literature
Throw
for
one at Robbie.
losers.
We could make a hell of a good fucking Whisker Wars.
I
can't even read, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, dude.
Jack Passion only took cold showers. Is that a fact?
How do you
Josh?
know that?
Well, I'm gonna
Josh
one up
Kim knows everything, so
We're
I'm
only
going to say
take
yeah.
golden
That
showers from here on out. Boom.
Then that would be a
Cardi.
warm shower. That wouldn't be cold.
Carty only takes cold golden showers.
How's that possible? I chill it first.
You
Put
heard
it
it
in the
here
freezer.
first.
Yeah, you know it.
There you go.
It's
in
in
Whisker
Whisker
Wars,
Wars
book,
or his
one of the
book.
two. Has anyone read the Jack Passion book other than Aaron?
Aaron has.
Yeah, it's on my desk right now at my house. It's the first thing
How
I
much,
see every
how
day
much of
when I
that
wake
character
up.
was editing?
Probably most.
Yeah,
Probably most.
I think most people that
I
are
don't-
around
I
back
don't
then
think
don't
he-
really talk smack about him.
I don't think he was as bad as the show portrayed. I think he just like, he just really got into it, kind of like you, Carty. Like you just really got into it and got into that character at events, and just, people probably thought he was an asshole, and
Yeah,
and he played into it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then
I'm gonna be a
when-
whole ass. I'm gonna be much bigger. Boom.
yeah,
of course, like with TV, it's all about creative editing because it could have been, they could have filmed the one season, and as they sat through the footage, gone, boy, this show is really dull, and
you
they
get
have
Brian Nelson talking trash about this guy and just edit it in there somewhere.
yeah.
This is a big beard, big mustache contest, not a big beard, tiny mustache contest. Greatest line of Brian Nelson's life, in my opinion.
I got to sit back and watch that series again. It's been a while.
It's so good.
It's hilarious.
How would you even watch it anymore? Still on like YouTube or something?
Yeah, it's all on
It's
YouTube.
on YouTube.
But I would like to just watch it now, like because it's been it's like I watched it when it came out, so it's been over a decade since I've seen it, and like to watch it and be like, holy shit, I'm friends with like all these people now.
All
How
the people
funny.
that are still involved with the community, we are all definitely friends with them. That's wild. But most people aren't really in the community anymore that was in that show. But
Oh shit! I had
Some
no idea that was a real show.
Oh yeah.
absolutely,
I thought
Do your
y'all
homework.
Whisker Wars.
That's good.
Yeah, you and
There's two
doing
seasons
homework right
in
now,
it.
bro.
2 seasons and it's all on YouTube. You might have to different people may post the episodes, but you can piece together all both seasons.
Ow.
Is your dog attacking you?
No, I'm getting away from him because he's like barking. Because he sees these and he's like wants to like
He wants to chew on the balls.
yeah.
You gotta wash
I
them. Get
mean, well,
that
that's your
peanut butter
fault,
off there.
Carty.
Peanut
Yeah.
butter.
Peanut butter wiener
These ones
time.
are so gross. They're too realistic.
Peanut butter.
They're
wings.
they are definitely super realistic. Mm.
Horrible.
I don't know. I think that's probably the last question thing we have time
Corey never asked a
We're
question,
gonna-
did he?
Who?
Corey never asked a question.
What's your question, Corey?
There's 8 ways to make an X. Which way's the right way?
An X?
An X.
Like this and like this?
Like suck
Is
it?
it?
Like DX? I don't know.
Like that.
That's how you make an X.
Yeah. First you ask a question, or first you tell a person, "I have 2 words for you." And
Yeah.
then
Okay,
Yeah, then you tell them to suck it.
I got here's a good last
You
question.
didn't
So
know?
everyone here is somewhat of a fan. Who's your favorite WWE wrestler? Your pro wrestler? Who's your favorite pro wrestler
Ooh, of all
Current
time?
or
of all time?
Of
Like
all
through the history of wrestling.
Easy. It's
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
yeah. Yeah.
Jeff Hardy.
Oh.
Jeff Hardy. 100% Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. That sounds like a crush right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
that's-
lie.
that's a
I would
crush.
kiss him on the lips.
The
Yeah.
Road Dogg was pretty badass too.
I like the Road Dog. He was funny. I liked
No, the
all
Road
of
Dogg
DX.
was tag teaming with Badass.
Yeah, and like the
Oh,
height
you
of
didn't
everything.
know?
DX was amazing.
Yo ass.
I like
better
Cody
call.
Rhodes right now. Cody Rhodes is pretty awesome.
What about you, Scott Sakura? Who's your
I like
favorite
Brutus the Barber Beefcake because I would always like when you put him in the sleeper hold and then you would shave their head.
I met
Yep.
that guy.
I forgot about Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Yeah, he was my first favorite wrestler when I was a kid. I like Brutus the Barber Beefcake and the Rockers. Those are my 2 first favorite. But I think when I've stopped watching wrestling, I really like the Headbangers, the tag team that wore the skirts and they had shirts on that said "Real Men Wear Skirts." I really like
Oh,
those
yeah.
guys. They were pretty cool.
That was a
Freaking
long time
Marty
ago.
Jannetty, my mom's favorite. I worked
The
a show.
Iron.
I worked a show with him. And that dude was a mess. He just kept dabbing. He couldn't even wrestle. He just had a dab off in the middle of the ring. I'm like, what the? hell is going on? This is so bad.
That Bushwhackers. That's who I couldn't remember. I was like the
You
Bush.
look like the
Brothers.
Bushwhackers.
Shut up, Aaron. Your
Jack the
face.
Both
Snake
of
was
them.
Jake the Snake's brother, just in
The
case
Snake.
you didn't know.
Who?
Jack the Snake is Jake the Snake's brother. Just wanted to make that clear.
You can't see me.
John Cena. That was a good one.
Oh my gosh, I
Oh,
love
You're
you
right.
guys.
We can't see you.
Can't see Rip Job Rob no more. Where'd he go? There he is. Hey.
I'm just adjusting to the right now.
Wait, that you put Anthony in the middle, and it's like now you can see him all perfectly good.
Perfectly good.
Because he likes being the wiener and the buns. See?
Well, I think this was a very successful episode. We got lots of questions in.
I got one last question, and it's a yes or no question, and we'll leave it on this.
Or
It doesn't
ahead.
matter what
Is-
your sorry.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No,
All these hard hitting questions from Scott's score tonight.
there's a podcast about that. No.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a sandwich.
It's a taco.
I mean, why is
That's what I was
it's,
thinking.
It's
more
more
like
of it's more of a taco than a sandwich. I'll
So,
agree with
Anthony,
that.
have you ever put a hot dog in a taco shell?
No.
in a tortilla with cheese on it.
a what?
A hot
A
dog is
tortilla?
an American taco.
Is that like a armadillo corn chip?
No, it's
It's
a
like-
flour tortilla.
A euro is like a taco. It's not like a sandwich.
Yeah, that is true. It's more.
Mhm.
That is. It's more.
You're
a
feeling
taco than
one
it is-
side. Once the bread of the buns breaks, it's a sandwich though, because it's two pieces.
Yeah, that is true.
Don't overstuff those buns, Scott. Otherwise,
What happens if you take a loaf
I'm
of
trying to
bread,
overstuff
stuff
the
it in
buns
and
all the
stuff
time.
Yeah, if you overstuff the buns, then you got a sandwich on your hands.
yeah.
it?
Pizza roll tacos.
Pizza roll taco.
What? Pizza roll tacos are amazing. Greatest food ever.
You like put the pizza roll in the tacos, or what is that?
So yeah, so what way I first did it was I put cheese in the tortilla, and then I put a line of hot sauce, and then you put you put
Pizza
those
roll.
pizza rolls in there. There we go. Thank you. Put pizza
Okay,
rolls
I
in it.
want to
Eat it.
argue this one.
You can get 3 pizza rolls in it.
In a
bun
tortilla.
is- A bun is bread. It's like 2 heels though.
2 heels, 2
Bun
butt
is
bread.
bread unsliced.
A bun is not bread.
is
Shut
bread.
up, Don Wayne.
Yeah, Don Wayne.
Bun is bread.
No one said that tacos are sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
But what happens
He's-
is you put peanut
Ice cream
butter
or
on
soup.
one tortilla and jam on the other, and you put it together.
This is too hot of topics. We're gonna get canceled.
Wow.
Is that peanut butter
what-
and jelly
what
quesadilla?
is
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Heck
I'm
yeah.
PB&J quesadilla?
With
When
crunchy
you don't have
peanut
bread,
butter.
but you have tortillas. That's what you
I
gotta
put a
do.
lot of crazy stuff on tortillas.
Uh-huh.
Peanut butter wieners.
Absolutely.
All
I
right.
stopped
All right.
Summer
I
with
think
the
it's
tortilla when we first met.
What?
Oh,
What?
You said Scott looked
Yeah.
like a tortilla when you
No,
first
you never
met.
seen that TikTok where they hit each other with the tortillas? Well,
We
when I
should
first
do that.
met Summer, I took tortillas to our first date so we could do that TikTok.
Yeah. Did you?
Yes, sir.
And y'all slap the crap
Who
out of
spit?
each other?
Who
We
spit
tried.
first?
What's that?
Who spit first?
Definitely not Summer.
That's you, challenge. That's all I'm talking about.
you heard it here first.
You wanna go first?
Oh my God. You can just do that outro now, Corey. I think that's pretty well it.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you
y'all.
everybody for watching Banter and Beards. Okay, bye.
Why?